Hi, this is Carrie Greene of Carrie Through Coaching and Organizing Services, www.carriethrough.com. Got a question recently. I think you're going to be interested in the question and even more interested in the answer. Take a listen. I would like to hear about some ideas that pertain as to keeping items neatly stored but readily accessible when needed, but not having to kick them out of the way to get what you need at the moment. Basically, efficient storage and organizing solutions. I get questions about organizing solutions systems all the time. Now, if you've listened to anything I've ever done, if you've listened to any of the videos I've got posted before, read any information about me online, visited my website, read any of my articles, you know that I'm not about creating systems first. Creating systems is the last thing you do. You want to make sure that the things that you're putting away are not clutter, but are the things you need. So let's assume for a moment that you've done that you've gotten the clutter out, and the things that you're storing are really the things you need. What's interesting is that there are so many systems available to us out there. You could go to Target or Best Buy or Staples or any other Container Store, any of these stores, and get whatever systems they have available. But what that requires us to do is to think like Target or the Staples, or think like the Container Store, and not think like ourselves. So what I encourage my clients to do when they're creating a system is first to look at their own habits, their own needs. For instance, keeping things in a binder is great, so long as you'll use it. Keeping things in a file cabinet is great, as long as you'll open it and find it. A lot of people I work with are out of sight, out of mind kind of people. So here are a couple of things that work for them. I love labels. I really do. But when you're labeling, make the label pretty specific what goes there. So, for instance, one client I was working with, her son created a label for his toy chest. And that label said, "Toys, look in here when bored." I have another client that created a label for her refrigerator. "Eat me first, goes bad." And that was where she put things that became the science experiments. You know that kind of stuff. You don't want to look in your refrigerator and find those. So she had a label there, "Eat me first." So as you're creating systems, think about how you're going to be using it and what you're going to be using it with. Ideally, you're going to be storing all that stuff together, and you could put a label there with that information. Some people say to me, "Carrie, I don't want my whole house labeled. I don't want it to look like a kindergarten room." You know, you're right. Having labels and everything is probably more than you want. But I'm going to ask you a question here. What looks better, labeling things or having the piles all over the place? If someone came into your home and saw the labels, what would they say? "Oh my goodness, this place looks like a nursery school"? Or would they say, "Wow, it looks so organized"? Same thing with your office at work. What looks better, the piles or the organization? So first, get rid of the things that don't belong. That is the most important thing you can do with any system you create. Then, think about your own habits, your own needs. What kinds of things are you doing today that work? Think about those systems. And based on your own habits and needs, those are the kinds of systems you want to create. Put labels on things. Make the labels specific. And finally, store like things with like, so that the things you use together are together, and the things that you use most often are closer at hand than the things that you use less often. I hope this information was helpful to you. I encourage you to hop on over to my website, which is www.carriethrough.com, and that's CarrieThrough.com. And when you're there, right on the homepage, you can pick up the free e-course, which is 4 steps to getting organized, calm the overwhelm, create space, and reclaim your freedom. I hope you're having a great day, and I'll be speaking to you soon. Bye for now.